Hi beauties, I just recorded this look. It's a metallic lippy with a glitter eye for New Year's Eve. I hope you guys have a safe time. If you'd like to see more on this look, please stay tuned. Hi beauties, thank you so much for tuning in to see this look. I'm so excited. This is my first YouTube. Woohoo! I wanted to get this uploaded and get my YouTube started on New Year's Eve so that in a year I can see what a difference has made as far as how my channel goes and everything in life. So it's going to be kind of like my vision board to see how far I've gone from here to there. So I'm so excited to have you guys tune in. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in chocolate. And this is what I use for my brows. The reason I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills is because it lasts forever. When I have it, I usually have it for like a year because you don't really need to use much product. And when I use pencils, they run out so fast. And so that's why. First I use this spoolie. This is an Anastasia brush. It's old, so there's no more writing on it, but this is the brush here. But I'm just using the spoolie for it, and then I'm going to use this other flat brush that's thinner in order to do my brows. That's a flat brush like this. So how are you guys doing? What are you looking forward to in the new year? I know for me, 2016, it was a hard year, but it wasn't the hardest. So I really can't complain. I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting, and I can kind of see in a lot of ways the reason why my year was the way it was because of a lot of my behaviors that I'm working on correcting in 2017 and having a more prosperous year. So I'm really excited about that. I finally downloaded Audible. I've been thinking about downloading it for a while because I needed to focus my mind, because I work in a call center and I'm not on the phones, so I can listen to things all day, and I find that my mind can wander, and I've just found in this self-discovery mode that I'm in right now that how negative my thoughts can be at times and not even knowing it. And it's not like I'm just thinking horrible things as far as on people. It's just as far as if something bad happens, I would just harp on it, and I would just be stuck on it and not move forward. You know, even if we found a solution, I'm still stressing because it's not exactly how I want it to be. And I'm learning that the negative energy that you put into a situation will only make it worse, because you're putting out the negative energy, so you're going to stay in that situation because that's where your mind is on, that situation. So that's as far as anything, like, you know, anything something like debt. If you're focused on the debt so much, then you're going to stay in debt because you're just so focused on that you don't see what's around you. You know, like if you're blessed and you have family, you know, there's some people who don't have family. And so you have to really just look at your life and look at what you have to be thankful for to make things better for yourself. Like even going into 2017, I personally feel like instead of dwelling on how bad the year was, I just want to reflect on the good things that happened in 2016, and what I want to happen in 2017. And that's it. I don't want to focus on the negative things that happen. I don't want to think about them. I don't want to give them energy, because it happened, it's over, a new year is starting, so there's no point in giving that energy into it. Because if I give the negativity, the energy, thinking about it, harping on it, then my 2017 will be exactly the same. And when I started to center my energy and really just started to listen to this book, I think it's by Marian Anderson, The Divine Compensation, I think. It's such a good book. Like, that book has helped me so much. I listen to the Audible while I'm working and just really use my day to meditate and just truly be grateful. You know, sometimes you can say, I'm thankful for my family, I'm thankful for a roof over my head, I'm thankful to be able to walk. And you're saying it, but you're not showing it. And if you're not showing it, then it's not matching up. And that energy that is subconscious is actually emitting that you're not grateful, if you're not truly feeling the gratefulness. If you're just saying it and you're not truly feeling it, and if you say it but then in the next breath you're complaining or just not really, or just really taking things for granted, then things will really just not change. And so I know that since I've been on this journey, that has really helped me so much. Like, in just the last few days of me just giving out positive energy and really focusing on that, I noticed some changes already. Like, I've been wanting to start this YouTube channel for so long, you guys, and I just never tried it. Well, I did try it. This is a LA Girl Pro Concealer. I tried to start the channel, but I just felt like, oh, things aren't perfect. Like, you know, I want to get my camera lens and all these things. But I just felt like, you know what, I just need to start, and I can get better and better as I get more equipment as time moves on. But I just want to start now. I don't want to keep on putting it off, because it'll always be something if I continue to put it off. And so that's why I just decided to go ahead and start this today. And it's special to me that I'm starting it today because, like I said, it's New Year's Eve, and this is going to be a monument for me to look back on and say, okay, this is where you started on New Year's Eve last year, and now look at where you are. You know, I've already been doing these videos on my Facebook channel just for family and friends, and I've been getting requests to start a YouTube from them, and also just everywhere. I was in Toys R Us the other day, and the cashier was like, did you do that? Did you do your own makeup? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, do you have a YouTube? I will watch it. And I've gotten that. I get that like almost every day. So I'm like, okay, I'm walking around full makeup going into my call center, because makeup for me is like therapy. It's a time for me to reflect. It's a time for me to just sit back and let my mind free. And I'm able to really, really use that time to meditate. Like, when I do my makeup, I'm listening to gospel music, and I'm just really trying to take that moment to just feel how thankful I am, because I have 2 daughters, 3 and 7. They just turned 3 and 7. And so I have a husband, and so I have so much going on throughout the whole day. You know, I work full time, so I have so much time that I'm giving out, that this is like my little bit of time that I get to take my time and to create a look that I want to create, and just to feel good, you know, about using my creativity. Because a lot of times, like, when you're in a job that's, you know, it pays the bills, so I'm grateful, but it's not fulfilling as far as what I want to do in life, it can kind of suck your energy. And if you don't find the time to do something creative to allow your mind to be free from all the things, stresses in life, then you can lose that creativeness. And I just always loved makeup. always been into it, always practice and try to uh, get perfect. And so it's like, this is my thing that I use for me to just be able to have time and to reflect and to be thankful and to meditate and just have a good time. Like, I get, for some people, I guess makeup is just makeup, but for me, the whole process of it is so much more. So I would encourage you, if you are in a job that, it pays the bills, but it's not really fulfilling you, and you kind of feel, I don't know, like you're needing something more, I would say find a creative outlet until you get into a position to do what you love, and just use that to be able to focus your energies, because you just don't want to lose that creative side to yourself. You don't want to lose the gifts that God gave you, whether it be singing, writing, whatever it may be. We all have a gift, and I think that you should just exercise that gift when you're outside of your job or whatever it may be that keeps you busy most of the day. It really, really helps to center you and help you feel better. So yes, I have been on this journey, and I really, really, I can feel the positive energy. Like, I feel so much better just every day. Just waking up, I feel better. I feel more grateful. I would always say I was grateful, but I'm not sure if I was always feeling what I was saying. And now I just take the time to truly reflect and meditate and feel the gratefulness, not just talk about it, but feel it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this line straight as possible. My brush is kind of bent. My brows are kind of looking like cousins right now. So yeah, so pretty much that is what be my advice from what I've been going through, to really try and make 2017 a different year for you. You always want growth, so just reflect on the good things that happened, learn from the bad, and move forward and be grateful and thankful for what you have and where you are, because most of the time there are people, not most of the time, period, there are people who have far worse than all of us, and they're so much happier than us, because they're not focused on what they don't have, they're focused on what they have. And so that's been a true life lesson for me. Truly trusting in God. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. I know this scripture. I've been knowing it since I was a teenager, and I don't feel like now that I'm doing my self-reflection, I don't think I ever really got myself to the point where I completely was trusting. I was still trying to have some type of control, and you have to really release control, really just appreciate where you are, and really understand your blessings that you have now in order for you to get more. You can't have what you have and not appreciate it and get more, because it won't mean anything. So that would be my tip, you guys, for going into 2017. Do some self-reflection. Focus on the good and where you want to go from here. That is so important going into a new year. Alright, so I've been talking a little too much. I'm going to go ahead and get started and just start doing some stuff, and as I get a little bit further, I'll start talking again. I'm starting off by moisturizing my skin with Unique Daily Renewal Cream, and I just want to make sure that my skin is nice and smooth and moisturized before applying a ton of makeup. Next, I'm going in with Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector to minimize those pores. I have large pores, which usually comes with having oily skin, and I have really oily skin. And then I'm going in with an eye base I received from an Ipsy bag called Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. And I'm just applying that so that my eyeshadow will adhere and stay on all night. And I'm now setting that primer with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and also setting my eyeshadow base with it as well. Now I'm going in with the World Traveler palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, using the color Morocco as my crease shade, or my transitional shade, excuse me. And I'm just using my E40 tapered blending brush for this part. Next, I'm going in with the color Fudge, and I changed to the tapered blending E45 brush from Sigma. And I'm just blending, blending, blending. Now I'm using just a cheap brush that I had. It's a blending brush, and it had no product on it, and that will help me to transition the colors even better without adding more product. And you just build it up to the intensity that you want. I'm just building up my gradient effect right now for the cut crease. Now I'm going back in with the eye base from Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eye Base, and I am using a flat brush. It's no specific brand, just a cheap flat brush, and I am just blending out the eye base and carving it to where I want to apply the glitter. So I'm just figuring out how far I want to go up with it and everything. And now I have a pencil brush, and I'm going back in with the color Fudge, and I'm just making sure that I have the lines as straight as I want them to be. Now going in with the liner brush and my Inglot 77 liner, I am creating my wing. I just wanted to use the liner brush in order to get the line straight, and now I'm using a flat liner brush in order to carve out the rest of the line, because I'm going to go in halfway on my lid, and it will take up more space than just the pencil liner brush, which would take like a lot more for me to color it in and everything. So that's why I chose to change brushes. But yes, that is why I did that. And I'm just trying to make sure that I bring it to the middle, and I wanted to leave a little bit of negative space above it because I want to have the glitter go all the way back around to the wing as well. And of course, every time you put on a cream liner, especially if you're using it as a base, you're going to want to set it. So I'm going to be setting it with the color Noir out of the World Traveler palette. And just kind of blending it a little bit also, because I want it to kind of have a gradient effect when I apply the glitter. And now I'm going into Soft Peach from the World Traveler palette and applying that on the light area of the base to set it. and I just applied my e.l.f. glitter adhesive, and I'm applying my LA Splash Cosmetics gold glitter, and using a flat concealer e.l.f. brush to apply the glitter and to get it all the way up to the wing in that negative space. It's nice and thin and packed enough where I can get a straight line with it. So while I'm applying this, I just wanted to let you guys know. So, at the beginning I was talking about, having positive energy, being grateful for what you have, and just really trying to control your thoughts and just make sure that you're always thinking positively. And since I've been doing that, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got a tag from a friend who told me that she saw me and on a magazine site, and it was essence.com. So I look on the site, and there I am featured. One of my pictures from my Instagram of me wearing pink lipstick. They were talking about how, pink lipstick was more daring, and that, African Americans were starting to wear pink, and how it looked great on these people. And I was one of the people. So I was really, really honored to be selected for that, especially because I don't have a ton of followers on my Instagram. So the fact that they even found me just made me feel really special, and like I'm on the right path as far as, starting my YouTube, and as far as just sharing my gift, as far as, what I learned through makeup and everything. I'm still learning, always growing. Everything I do is not perfect, but I love what I do, and I love creating, and I love taking chances, which is what I'm doing with this look. This is my first time doing a look like this. So I just love to take chances and try new things. And so right now I'm going using a pencil brush, and I'm going into the color Noir, and I'm intensifying my crease, and I'm going to go in the front of my crease with the color Fudge because I don't want the front to get too dark. So I'm using brown in the front and black on the back, and I'm going to blend that out more. I just use my spoolie to get any glitter off from above the crease where I don't want it, and there's just like a few specks, so I just used the spoolie to do that. And I'm just intensifying that crease more again. So yes, I'm telling you guys, positive energy brings positive things. You know, I really can't wait to see what the future holds, and to see where I am a year from today, and to see where God brings me. So I'm just really excited to be on this journey with you guys. I hope you will stay on it with me. I will continue to produce content as long as you are. This is Morocco that I'm using under my eye, and Fudge, and then I went in with Noir, and I'm just building that up. And for that brush, I used the Sigma E70. And I'm using this superhero mascara I received in my Ipsy bag, and just using that for my bottom lashes and my top lashes before applying lashes. The lashes that I am applying are just some cheap lashes that I had gotten off of AliExpress. So they don't have a name, but they were just some nice, wispy, cute lashes that I liked. The tool that I used to apply them, I also got off of AliExpress for like $1. And I like to use that tool to get close to the lash line, and then for the corners I just use my fingers to press it down where I want it to be. And the lash glue I used was the Duo Black Adhesive. Now I'm went into applying my foundation. I'm applying the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and it's in the color, let's see, medium dark 3, and it says Cadiz, Cadiz. Now I am going to be highlighting my face with Milani Conceal and Perfect in 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the color 5 Warm Beige, and blending that out with my Real Technique sponge that has a flat end, and then it has the round tip at the bottom. I really like this sponge. And just always make sure to dampen your sponge. So I'm just patting that in, and sorry for covering my face on some of these. I'm not used to seeing where the camera is, so it will definitely get better. But just blending that in. with the talking and makeup, I guess I was going super slow, so I just had to speed myself up. I'm now setting that concealer with the Sacha Buttercup powder and just letting that bake for just a little bit. I'm now using my Makeup Shayla Tarte palette and using the light brown color to contour my face, and using the blending brush that I use for my eyes, the E45, to contour my nose. And then this is a Real Techniques brush. I don't know if it has a number on it, but I just use that to blend out the contour that I set. And then I just felt like I needed to try and straighten out my brow a little more. I need to clean up my brows, so it's hard for me to get them to look perfectly the same because I need to clean them up, which I'm going to do tonight. And I just felt like the edges were just a little too light, so I was just kind of trying to darken the edges. Now I am applying the blush that is in the Makeup Shayla Tarte palette and the Ultimate Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I go into all the gold colors with my e.l.f. fan brush, and I'm applying that highlight to my cheeks and my temple. I'm going to apply a little to my nose and the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow, the areas that I want the light to hit. A little to the middle of my forehead. And now I'm applying Jouer Snapdragon on the outer part of my lip. And in the middle, Jouer Dahlia. And just mixing the two colors. I'm going to layer them again and outline the outside with the Snapdragon again, and then put the Dahlia in the middle again. So I'm just mixing those two colors as my lip color. And the look is done. I'm now going to set it all with my setting spray called City Color Collection Oil Control Matte Setting Spray. And this one seems to work really well for me, so I like it, especially with my oily skin. Alright, so while I am letting this dry, I just wanted to wrap everything up. Tell you guys thank you so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe. I'm going to try and have something out every week. One or two things. I just got to get on a schedule. But I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. And I'm so thankful that I'm able to encourage people on a broader level. That's really something that is dear to my heart. It's just to encourage, uplift, and hopefully something I said in this video will help you in the new year to start on the right foot, to start, you know, knowing that even if this year did not go as planned, you just want to focus on the good things and just look towards where you want, what you want, instead of dwelling on the bad things, so that you don't repeat the same year. So I love you guys. Have a happy new year. I hope you guys are safe tonight, and just let's make 2017 great. So I just sprayed the spray. I'm going to go ahead and put on my New Year's dress to wrap it up. But thank you guys so much again. Have a good night. Happy New Year.